go. What is going on, guys? Lone Vapes here, and today I got for you the Kanger Subtank. Now, this is a atomizer that not only are you able to use coil heads, the traditional coil heads that were all used to by Kanger, but you're also able to build your own coils on it. Now, I'm not talking about rebuilding the coil heads. I'm talking about an actual RBA deck that actually goes in there and replaces that coil head, and we'll get a little better look at that when we go up and close with it. But right now I have the 0.5 ohm coil head, stock coil head from Kanger in here. I got it filled up with some of my own juice, and I have it at 30 watts, 25 watts, excuse me. And this is how she performs. So it's not bad. Flavor is amazing, I must say. Flavor is definitely amazing in this thing. Haven't had any problems with leaking out the top or the bottom. I did notice, though, that you can't tell right here. We'll go up and close with it, but there is an outer shell, a Pyrex glass tank that goes over top of these metal like slits that are right there and right there. And what happened was yesterday when I filled this, I actually got liquid in between the tank and that metal. And you can like see little air bubbles in there, which is not a big deal, but it's just something that happens, I guess. Maybe I overfilled it. I'm not too sure. You got your airflow here. As you can see right now, I have it fully open. You can have it set to 3, 2, or 1. And you do that by just simply spinning this bottom ring around to adjust. And yeah, and that works great. See, when I went to the shop, I tested out one of their Kanger tanks that they had set out, one of their sub tanks that they had for people to try and use. And I tested it and I didn't like it. I didn't like the airflow. I didn't like anything really about it. Turns out I purchased it anyway because I'm like, I'm going to make myself love this thing. Because not only is it like a K-foam where you can build your own coils, but you can buy heads if you want to. They had a prototype version that they were letting people try. This is actually the official released version for the public. So the airflow in this is amazing. It's what I'm used to. It resembles something like the Castle, if you guys are familiar with the Castle, or Mutation X that I did about a week ago with one slit open on either side. It's about equivalent to that. It's not too airy. It's not too reserved. It's just right for me, actually. Straight up lung hit there. There's no mouth to lung there if you don't want it. So enough about all that. Let's get up and close and take a look at this guy. And let me show you the ins and outs. I'll be showing you the box it came in, what goodies they gave us inside as the box falls open on my lap. That's amazing. So let's go ahead and get up close and we'll take a look at the Kanger Subtank. Okay, guys, so this is the Kanger Subtank box that the Kanger Subtank comes in. As you can see, they have their logo here with the little picture there, Subtank written on the side here. Kanger Tech with the barcode on the back. You got your authenticity code at the bottom, and this slides up just like that, revealing another box with the full picture of the Subtank, Kanger Tech, and the description of what the kit contains. Now you can go ahead and pause if you want to go ahead and take a look at that right there. I'll just quickly go through. You got your Subtank, you got your organic cotton sub ohm, your 0.5 ohm, and then you got your 1.2 ohm coil head, and it gives you the preferred wattages that you use that at. It gives you 4 RBA organic cotton little sheets. It gives you a RBA tip connector, RBA base, a screwdriver, screws, a manual, and a beauty ring. So yeah, so let's go ahead. What happens here is you take this off as well, revealing this. This is where the tank would actually sit in. I have mine hooked up to my Sigelli 100 watt already. So you'd pull your tank out, and then this would come out here, and inside you have your lovely Spanglish manual. It tells you about all the safety information, how to do what you need to do to get this thing to work in RBA mode or coil head mode. It tells you all the parts, tells you how to wick, fill your juice, adjust for airflow, the preferred wattages for the coil heads, all that stuff. So there's the manual, and then Then you got your, what is this here? Authenticity card. You go ahead and you type in your code. Online gives you a site. You do that, and then it has a little caution thing here. Organic cotton coil OCC installation steps. Little guide on that, and here's the good stuff. Here's the goodies. Here's that organic cotton, the Japanese organic cotton. 4 little sheets of that, and then of course everybody knows what this is, the lovely blue screwdriver, along with a couple coils in there. I don't know if you can see that real good. A couple coils and 2 screws for the top of the sub tank, which we'll get to in a second here. You got your beauty ring here. You got your RBA section, and this resembles a K-Fun RBA base where you build your coils on. And I'll just take this off here to show you guys. It comes stock with a dual coil already set up to 0.5 ohms. Come on, focus a little bit better for me. It's not going to, is it? There it goes. You can see what you got there. You got your 2 screws, you got your coils, and you put your cotton down into those little channels to suck up the juice. So a lot like a K-Fun. So that's that. Let's screw this back on. And what else we got in here? We got our other coil head here. This is a 1.2 ohm because I have the 0.5 in right now. And this is the replacement, replacement top cap for your RBA section here. You can see where the 2 screws would go into the top. Kanger Tech on the side as well. Let's take a look at this tank real quick. So this is the coil head top cap that we have on here. We got a dirty drip tip. Let's take that off. I'll show you guys. This is the tip that it comes with. A little red O-ring to match the red O-rings there. And there are the 2 screws that you would unscrew to swap out the top cap for your RBA section. This is the Kanger Subtank in all of its glory. You can see right there. That's one of the little air bubbles I was talking about before. You can see the head inside of there and then the chimney. Here's the airflow that I was talking about. You simply, it's not going to let me do this. Let me take this off this before I unscrew it. Alright, so airflow. This is how you adjust for airflow. You simply turn it and it'll click. This is currently no airflow. Turn it to 1. You see the center hole there is open. That's for the smallest airflow. And then you got 2 one on either side for the second largest, and then 3, which is what I've been using for wide open. The bottom of the tank here, you got sub tank, and you got designed by Kanger Tech, blah blah blah. But this pin is awesome, man. This pin, see how far it sticks out? It's spring loaded. It's squishy. It goes down, so it'll make connections on pretty much anything. I haven't had any problems on any of my devices. So what I'm going to do is actually screw this back on. I wanted to show you the coil head, but I don't want to take this tank apart with all that juice in there. So I'm just gonna quickly pull out the other coil head here, the 1.2 ohm, and try to let my camera focus here. You can see 1.2 ohms written there with a suggested wattage of 12 to 25. You can see your cotton here on either side. And you can rebuild these. You take this off, you take the insulator off, you pull your coil out, you rebuild it, you re-wick it, and you put it back in. You can see the coil right there from the top. When you fill your juice into this thing, I recommend you put like 5 drops of juice in the top before you even fill up the tank, just to ensure that it's nice and soaked. I don't think I missed anything there other than showing you how to actually rebuild or put in a coil head. It's pretty much the same as all the other Kanger products, the Kanger Pro tanks. To fill your juice, you simply just unscrew the bottom right here where this nice grippy part of the metal is. You just unscrew this, fill it in from the side, and then screw it back on. And your coil head simply screws onto the base. Pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I need to go into any of that. So let's take it back out to normal view and give you guys my overall last impressions of the Kanger Subtank. Okay, so we're back to normal view here. The Kanger Subtank is amazing, in my opinion. Not only can you use your stock coil heads, but you can actually rebuild your own coils on there as well, much like the K-Fun. And this thing holds 6 mils of juice. I didn't mention that before, but it holds 6 mils of juice with the coil head set up. When you put the RBA section on, if you build your own coils, I think it reduces it to about 4.5, which is still quite a bit of juice. This thing comes with all the essential goodies and things you need to build your own coil. It gives you pre-built coils in the RBA section. It gives you more cotton, gives you the screws, a screwdriver, anything and everything you need except for, obviously, a mod and some juice. I highly recommend going to your local vape shop and at least giving this a try. See if they'll let you try it out. A lot of people compare this to the Aspire Atlantis, but I've never owned one of those. I've tried it. But the only reason why I chose to buy this Kanger Subtank over the Atlantis is the rebuildable part where I can build my own coils if I wanted to, and plus it holds more juice, and the airflow is just about the same on this as it is the Atlantis. I think the Atlantis might have just a little more, but might blow a little more clouds, but the flavor in this, from what I've heard, has been better on the Kanger Subtank than the Atlantis. So thank you guys also very much for watching, and until next time, take care.